Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be about my Chanel Classic Flap collection. I absolutely love handbags. It is my definitely #1 passion when it comes to fashion. I am someone who wears thrifted clothes, but I do have more expensive handbags. That's just where I've chosen to spend my money, and I absolutely love my collection. I do want to do a whole updated handbag collection video, but first I wanted to do some individual videos about my different handbags just to give more in-depth reviews. So I do want to review these bags just to give people an idea if you're interested in buying your first classic flap or buying another one in a different size or a different leather. And also I wanted to give some info for people who were interested in buying them used, because that is what I did. Brand new, the prices for Chanel bags have gone up so much that I just personally could not do it. So I bought all 3 of my bags on Fashion File. I will talk about that a little bit, and also 2 other used handbag websites I have purchased from as well. So I will be talking about the 2 different sizes I have, which is medium and jumbo, the 2 different leathers that I have, lambskin and caviar, and a little bit more information about buying them used. I'll show you what they look like on me. I am 5'7". So yeah, all of that will be in this video. Stay tuned and let's get into it. Alrighty, I'm gonna go through the 3 bags one by one, and first up, this is absolutely probably my favorite handbag that I own. This is Chanel Medium Classic Double Flap, and this is vintage. This bag is from 1993. It is very, very old. I bought it 6 years ago. This was in my handbag collection video that I posted 2 years ago on my channel. I did talk about it then. It is the same one. As you can see, there is a lot of wear and tear. This bag is very, very old. Like I said, it's from 1993. And I personally have owned this bag for 6 years, but I absolutely love it. And I actually don't mind that it is a bit more worn because I don't feel like I have to be as gentle with it. So this one is in lambskin, and as I'm sure a lot of people know, the lambskin is a bit more sensitive and it can scuff more easily than the caviar leather, which I will show you in the other 2 bags I have are caviar. But I do think that the lambskin is definitely a classic, and I think it is a bit more beautiful to look at, honestly. But I did want the caviar bags just because I do think that the caviar is sturdier. So yeah, this is a 1993 classic flap. A little bit more info on this. Part of the reason I wanted an older one as well is that in 2008, they stopped using actual gold plating on the hardware. The bags before that have gold hardware, it is 24 karat plated. The bags after that, they have gold tone hardware, but it's not real gold. It's not solid gold either on this. It's gold plated, but still, I just think that it looks a bit more beautiful. And to know that it is gold plated, it would have this little stamp right there, if you can see that. So that is a way to know that. But yeah, the bags that are gold before 2008 are gold plated, and I really wanted one with that. So this is probably one of my most prized possessions. I love it so, so much, even though obviously there is a lot of wear on it, but it's beautiful, and I don't think this is ever gonna go out of style. A little background on these bags. So in 1955, Coco Chanel came out with her first flap bag, the 2.55, and that is similar to this. It is a flap bag with a chain, and they still make it now. It's called the 2.55 reissue. I don't have one of those. I would love to. They are beautiful. Very similar to these with a chain and the double flap and all of that. But this updated version with the CC logo was designed by Karl Lagerfeld in the 1980s. And these are what we know as the classic flap bag now, and they're still around. I think that they are timeless and absolutely beautiful. So this has the turn lock here, and it is the double flap. And I do think that having this flap allows it to have more structure. You have the CC there, and inside I do have these stuffed with dust bags to keep the shape, because you really don't want creases, you don't want them to flatten. And honestly, even if your handbag costs $10 or $15, I would still recommend stuffing it to maintain its shape. I think that's really important to do. I didn't used to do that, and my handbags used to look so awful. And it wasn't until I bought this bag that I started doing that, and now I stuff all of my handbags. So on the inside, you have these two pockets here, another pocket here. Honestly, I never put anything in this pocket just because I don't want it to really crease the bag. So yeah, there it is there. And on the back, there is another pocket here. My cell phone is too big for this, so I don't really use this pocket either, but I do think that it's cute. So for the mediums, they are 10 inches across here, 6 inches in height, 2.5 inches this way, and then the drop on the chain this way is 9.75 inches, and then you can also wear it like this, and that is 16.75 inches. I'll show you what this bag looks like on me. Like I said, I'm 5'7", and I really do like the way this looks. You can also wear it crossbody, and I admit I have done that with this one. It's fine for that. The bag is slightly too large for me to comfortably wear it as a crossbody, but I've actually done that quite a bit, kind of when you're in a hurry or you're holding some things. I do think that the medium does work okay as a crossbody, but my preferred method is to just carry it as a shoulder bag with this. But I don't think it's too bad carrying it with just this as a longer strap on its own as a shoulder bag. But yeah, just carrying it like this is my preferred method. I like shoulder bags. I really, really do. They're probably my favorite. I do also have several crossbodies. I think crossbodies are quite comfortable as well. Those are kind of my two favorite styles of bag. Also, I'm someone who likes smaller bags. I used to carry so many massive tote bags. If you saw my first handbag collection video that I did in 2019, I had several tote bags, and over the years, I just determined I prefer a smaller bag. I have no need to carry a lot of items with me. Heavy bags, they get uncomfortable, they start to hurt my back and my shoulder, and it's just clunky, and I feel like I run into it and run into walls and hit them on the side of my car, and it's just not comfortable. So when I do the updated video, you will see most of my bags are on the smaller size. However, if you are someone who prefers larger bags and does want to carry a lot with you, then I would be wary about getting something in this size. So I can easily fit in here a small wallet, cell phone, a tiny cosmetic bag, and my keys. That's about it that fits in the medium flap. So, you know, if you're fine with just carrying that amount, which for me, that's my usual go-to. I mean, it's not so small that it's like, you know, a wallet on chain or something like that, where basically all you can fit in there is your cell phone and a couple of credit cards. You can fit a decent amount in this, especially if you use a larger wallet. So what I like to do, I just carry a card holder most of the time, because that way I can also fit my keys and my cell phone and like a hand sanitizer and whatever else comfortably. So I think having a card holder with a smaller bag really allows you to carry a lot more. So yeah, this is my vintage 1993 classic flap. The lambskin I do think is beautiful. I really do like it. It is more luxurious looking than the caviar in my opinion, but obviously there is a lot of wear on this bag. I mean, a lot of the wear was already on it, but I've carried this a lot. This is one of my most carried purses. I've taken it traveling with me. I've used it so much in the last 6 years, so it has gotten more wear on it, but considering how old it is, it actually doesn't look that bad in my opinion. At some point, I could take it somewhere where they do kind of fix up bags. I have heard of that. I've never done that. If you have, let me know. I guess I would be a little nervous that something would happen to it, but maybe at some point, you know, I could get this fixed up. But honestly, I love it, and I don't mind that it has wear and tear. I think that it has personality, and I really do love this. Pricing is a bit of a touchy subject. I know these bags are really expensive, but when I was looking to buy one, I did want to know what people paid for them, just to give me some, you know, information and comparison. So right now, if you buy a new medium classic flap at Chanel, they are starting at $6,800 and the jumbos are over $7,000. And the thing about the Chanel bags is they go up in price every single year. And I admit I was a little naive, thinking that maybe the prices wouldn't go up that much. When I bought this bag 6 years ago, it was $2,000 on Fashion File. And bags in this condition now, if you look on Fashion File, they're over $4,000 usually. Some are even more than that. So because the new bags go up in price, the pre-owned ones go up in price too every single year. So I paid way more for my other two bags than I did for this one, because many years went by. Like I said, 6 years ago, the prices were so much lower. Honestly, if I knew what I know now 6 years ago, I probably would have bought another one then instead of waiting. But I didn't want to spend all my money at once. Obviously, I mean, I really have to save up for these things. I'm not just like willy-nilly buying expensive handbags all the time. So I wanted to be smart about it, but honestly, if I had been a bit more aware about how rapid the price increases were, I probably wouldn't have waited so long to buy another one. Alrighty, next up we have the medium double flap in brown with silver hardware. So same size as this, as you can tell, pretty much, yeah, same size. This bag is much newer. I did also get this one on Fashion File. This bag is a 2002 bag, so it's much newer, but it's still an older bag. It's almost 20 years old, not quite. It's going to be vintage pretty soon, actually. But this is beautiful. So this is brown caviar leather. Now look at the difference in the caviar versus the lambskin. It's a bit more textured and it's just a bit tougher. The lambskin, like I said, it's very sensitive, but it is beautiful. I do think there's something a bit classier looking about the lambskin over the caviar, but I want to wear my bags. I don't want to baby them. So that's why I really wanted to get the caviar leather, because it's more durable. So same size with this one. It's also a double flap, the pockets, all of that, exactly the same as my lambskin. Yeah, they obviously have not changed the design much, because this bag is a 2002, the first one is a 1993. And if you go to Chanel, buy one new now, they're not that different. So that's the thing. It's a classic, timeless piece. That's why I wanted the classic flaps. Chanel does tons of other seasonal bags, but I don't know, these are just my personal favorite. And price-wise, they do go up in price even more than some of their other bags. Although pretty much everything at Chanel goes up in price every single year, like a lot of these luxury brands. But unfortunately, like I said, the price increases at Chanel are just so much higher than a lot of other brands. So that's a little frustrating. But this one is also from Fashion File, and this, I paid a lot more because I got this one within the last few months. I got it for $4,600. Which is a lot, but like I said, brand new. These are starting at $6,800, and this one is in excellent condition. It really, really is. There's really no wear on the outside of it at all. However, if you go right now on Fashion File, I keep talking about Fashion File because I've bought a lot of bags there, but I also have purchased bags on The Real Real and Yugi's Closet, and I think those are very legitimate websites. Again, I'll talk about that a little more at the end. But if you go on there now, the medium double flaps in caviar leather, most of them are going right now for over 5,000, 6,000, some 7,000. If they're in rare colors, they're going for more than new bags because there are colors that are hard to find. Like a lot of the cream bags, if you look on there, those are expensive because that is a very desirable color. So the reason this is so much cheaper than the other ones at $4,600 is because there's some wear on the inside. There's a bit of a stain. I don't know that I'll be able to show you. There it is. So you see that scuff mark in there? When I bought it, it said that it's glue residue or something like that, but it's not sticky at all when I touch it. And I was like, I don't care because I don't see that. I'm putting stuff in this bag and the outside is in impeccable condition. So that's why this one was priced much lower than the other bags. And I said, you know what? I do not care. I'm never going to see that in there. It's my wallet covers it up. So I don't care at all. And the outside of the bag is in really, really good shape. So yeah, this is my medium in brown. And I love this one. I don't have many brown handbags, so I was excited to get it. It is a very deep brown, as you can see. So I wear this with black too. I wear it with any other color. Honestly, I just treat this like a black bag because it's really not even that noticeable that it's brown, just because it's a really deep espresso type shade, but it's beautiful. And I wanted something a little bit different that wasn't black because I'm about to show you one that I have in black. And yeah, I love this one so, so much. And honestly, I'm so glad that I found it because it has that stain on the inside. It was much cheaper than the other ones. But personally, I don't care because the outside of the bag looks amazing. All right, last but not least is my medium double flap in the jumbo size. Let me tell you the dimensions of the jumbo. So it is 11.75 inches this way, 7.75 inches tall, width is 3.5 inches, and the drop on this is 13 inches, and then if you wear it as just one strap, it's 22.5 inches. I'll show you what this one looks like on me. For me, the jumbo is way too big for me to wear it as just one single strap or as a crossbody. It just doesn't really work on my frame. I think if you were taller than me, then that probably would work out pretty well. I always just carry this as a normal shoulder bag with the 2 chains. It's a size comparison with the medium. It is significantly bigger, although it's not massively bigger. This way, it's only a little bit larger. I must say, this is only a little bit larger than the mediums, but you can fit way more in a jumbo. It's crazy how much I can fit in here. I mean, I can carry a huge wallet, cell phone keys, a makeup bag. You could carry a small umbrella. You could carry a small iPad would fit in here. This bag holds a lot. So if you prefer to carry a bit more with you, I'd consider the jumbo for sure, because a lot of videos, if you watch them, a lot of people feel like they can't fit that much in the medium. Personally, because I use the card holder, the medium is just fine for me, but this holds a surprising amount, even though it's slightly larger than the medium size. So I didn't mention that this is the jumbo. This is in black with silver tone hardware. This bag is the newest in my collection. It's a 2012 bag. I've had this one for over a year. And this one again is in really excellent condition. When I bought it, it was in spectacular condition. Actually, this was a gift from my husband, so he did buy this one. I bought the other 2. But so yeah, when he got this one for me, I did want one that was in really good condition, because when I bought this, the other one that I had was the lambskin one, which does have a lot of wear on it. You can see there's a bit depuffing on the quilting here. It's really not bad though, and there's like no scratches, nothing on it. And I've had this bag for over a year now, and like I said, the price increases. The prices have already gone up on the jumbos. It's crazy. So this one was $4,800 at the time. If you go on these websites now, a jumbo in good condition is more than that. It's crazy. They go up every year, which, I mean, if you buy one and you later do want to sell it, that is obviously a pro of purchasing these bags. If you change your mind, if you don't like the style anymore, or if you want to get a different color, you could sell your old one and fund your new one, because again, because the prices go up on the new bags, they go up on the old bags too. Personally, I love the jumbo. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't usually need to carry more though. I will say I use the mediums a lot more than I use the jumbo, just because it is larger. And like I said, I'm a small handbag type person, and I just don't really need to carry that much with me. And I will say it's much heavier. I can feel the weight on this bag. So I think if I was carrying this bag for like a good 10-12 hours, it would get heavy for sure on the shoulder, especially if it's filled with items. So something to be aware of. The jumbo, it's a weighty bag for sure, but if you want to carry more with you, this would probably be a good option. Alrighty, so those are my 3 classic flaps. Like I said, I did buy them all on Fashion File, and I've also purchased handbags off The Real Real and Yugi's Closet, and I think those 3 websites, I think they're great. I've had no issues, and I read a lot of reviews before I purchased from any of them. They authenticate the bags, and personally, I've had no issues. If you're gonna buy a used bag, I would recommend first watching videos online about how to know if it is authentic, so that you can kind of see some different things. Like on the Chanel bags, like I said, there's that stamp for the ones that are gold plated, and one of the C's has to be over the other one, different things like that. There's a ton of videos out there, and there's a ton of videos for lots of other brands like Louis Vuitton and all these other ones. Also on these sites, they do post several pictures kind of zoomed in. If there's a scuff, like I said, that one that I have with the stain on the inside, they had a zoomed in photo of that so that you're fully aware of what you're buying. And they also tell you, does it come with the original dust bag? Does it come with the box? Does it come with the authenticity card? You know, a lot of that. Only one of mine actually still came with the box. And the ones that do come with those things, they do tend to cost more. So something else to keep in mind though, is if you do buy any luxury handbag, no matter what the brand is, keep the box in the dust bag, because if you do later want to sell it, it's going to have a higher value. You're going to get a higher resale price for that. The only thing I will say about the Real is their pictures are not as detailed. I think Fashionphile and Yugi's Closet, they do a much better job with the zoomed in photos. So I've gotten a couple of bags from the Real where I just felt like the photos were not detailed enough, that there was like a scuff that they didn't quite show as well, where I think the other two websites do a much better job with that. But like I said, I've still bought other bags on there, and I do think that it's a great website. So yeah, I absolutely love these bags, and I do wear them a lot. If I'm gonna spend a lot of money on something, I want to wear it. And I really just like this style of bag, and I think that they can be dressed up or dressed down. I mean, I wear these with jeans all the time, you know, but they're nice enough that if you do put on a dress and heels, they still look nice and they still look dressed up. So, and it's just timeless. I mean, this style of bag has been around for so long that, I mean, I just don't ever think that they're ever gonna go out of style or anything like that. And they also do maintain their resale value. Now, I personally, I don't want to sell my bags, and I would never recommend anyone invest in handbags, you know, to make money later on. Personally, I don't think that's necessarily a good idea, but at least you have the satisfaction of knowing that if in 3 or 4 years you don't like the bag anymore, you can resell it, and you're probably going to make more than what you paid for it just because the prices go up. But that's the thing about the Chanel prices, is they're going up so much. I mean, how much are they going to go up? I mean, it's crazy. Like I said, the jumbos are over $7,000. Are they going to be 8,000, 9,000, 10,000? I don't know when they're going to cap that, because it just seems a little crazy to me. And yeah, I mean, obviously I paid a lot for these handbags, but compared to what the full retail price is, I feel like I got a decent deal, if you will. So yeah, it's just a little bit crazy. Honestly, knowing what I paid for my first one, I wish I had bought the other two sooner, just because I didn't realize just how quickly the prices do go. Alrighty, so that is it for this video. A lot of information, but these are 3 of my favorite bags overall. I do plan on doing a full handbag collection. I may do some other reviews of other bags that I own as well. If you're interested in seeing more, check out my fashion and style playlist. That is it. Thank you so much for watching.